Namaste, new kids. So, I was going to take you through some green games, but I can't make Nissa work very well. So instead, they released a new update where the Guardian Towers do less damage and the buildings do a lot more, or have a lot more health. So I figured I'd go through each color and talk about how I balance things a little bit to make some of these cards playable. The problem with green, though, starting off, is just Nissa's bad. If you look at her details, why is her attack so low? So you got 1310 and 225, right? I mean, an extra 100 health almost, but a lot more attack. There's 225. That's like double the attack. Why? If you're playing a monocolor, it's a disadvantage because you don't get access to the entire pool of cards. So these mono heroes or walkers should be way better. The only one that's really good and played right now is Chandra, because she's actually balanced, I think. Everybody, yeah, she's really good, blah, blah, blah. It's just she's actually balanced. She's what the other ones should be. If the other ones are up to her level, then people play them. All she needs is Chandra's attack. Give her 450 attack. And let her deal it to 3 enemies instead of AoE. And it's fine. You can even give her a little bit of health that she's missing too. But anyway, I digress. So going through the cards, I'm going to start with green, and then I'll do one for each set of colors, and then one for these neutral cards right here. But starting with the green cards, this card's fine. It just needs a little bit of a stat boost. If you give it a little more of an attack boost, I think it's great. Giant growth is it's terrible. I mean, look at this. Look at this preview. Oh, great. My guy gets to live slightly longer. Slightly longer. It's got to be boosted. I don't know. 1,200? 1,500? If giant growth in Magic is cheap and it's insane value, +3/+3 is insane. I don't know how you're going to equate that to this game, but it's certainly not 700. So if you want this card to see play, it's got to be buffed. Or make it cost 1 like Giant Growth. That's fine. That's fine too. I'm sure people play it for just to cycle through stuff. Spider. I want Spider to be good. Really do. Look at this though. 2,000 health. 330 attack is fine, but 2,000 health? Why wouldn't I just play this? Why wouldn't I play a neutral card? This is a green card. It should be slightly better than all the neutral cards. It's got to get a huge buff in health. Then it'd be fine. This Hornet's Nest. I tried making this good. I really did. I tried playing it. I don't think it's good. I think to make it good, if when it dies, it summons a bunch of bees. That would be good. Because it'd be usable against the ninja, be usable against the Hell Rider, any messenger, anything that targets buildings specifically, or your tower specifically. And then it would have an impact when it died. Right now, the 1 bee at a time, it just doesn't do anything. It's not useful at all. Fog. Same thing as Giant Growth. Giant Growth in game costs 1, and Game of Magic costs 1 green. And it's just a cheap spell that you can keep using. Why is this 3? There's no need for it. Make it 2. I'm against making a bunch of stuff 1 because you're gonna just end up with cheap cycle spam decks. But 2, like that seems fine. If you want to see play, why would I waste 3 on this? Oh yay, the tower doesn't work anymore. It would be cool if it didn't cost 3. I didn't have to waste 3 energy on it. Vengevine needs more health. The attack's fine. The ability's fine. It's like minor in Clash Royale. But he doesn't survive long enough to deal damage. Compared to the ninja, ninja does, I don't know, 3 or 4 hits before he dies. This guy's lucky if he gets 1. And then he gets wrecked by the 1-drop scouts. I don't know. Definitely needs a better balance to make green playable. Bop. Everybody loves Bird's Paradise. Another cheap card. There's supposed to be, right? It has a lifespan, so why not boost it a little bit? Give it some more health, give it a little bit more attack. Right now, if you're lucky, you get it to sit around for 2 mana, so it costs 1, and that's fine. But then it does like maybe a hit, and then dies to a random blinding mage or any other range guy. It just needs a slight buff. This card I actually like. I think this card's good. They could buff it a little bit, make it a little cheaper, 3, so that it's equal to like a shock. But I think it's solid. My problem with this card is, why would I ever pay 4 for this when I could pay 4 for this? I just don't get it. This card has to be 3. Has to. Just has to be 3. And probably get a little boost. But if you boost that, then this gets boosted. So I don't know about that. But if you're going to keep this card the same, there's no reason for me to play this. So make it cost less. This guy is good. I like him. He needs a little bit more HP so that when he transforms into a werewolf, he can still keep going after the tower. But otherwise, I don't know. Card's fun. Not every card has to be amazing. But he's playable. Or she. I don't know. This card, I think, got nerfed before release, which is a shame because it was probably really good. It just needs a slight boost. If you compare it to the 5 blue card or any of the other 5 drops, it's slightly lacking. I mean, it doesn't even have as much attack as this guy or this guy. Both neutral cards, both cost a lot less, both have more HP. Why would I want to play it? I don't get it. I don't understand their neutral balance, but that's for the next video. This card could be really good. 6 is expensive. For 6, I want a lot. And it should wipe out quite a bit, and it doesn't. What I wanted to do is be able to wipe out the Blinding Mage Soren and be a counter to that. So it deals damage to the Blinding Mage, kills it, and then it kills the copy of it, or, to whatever summons or zombies they have going on. I think that would be a natural counter, life counter, and death kind of deal. But as is, it's not worth 6 mana. There's no reason you play this card. It does almost enough damage that you play it, but 6 is a lot compared to the spam that's going on right now. Which leads us to the Baloth. Why? Why the hell would it have 239 attack? It's a giant Baloth, giant green creature, right? Should I don't know, have the biggest attack in the game. But it hits less than this guy, this knight, that any deck can play. So if I can get my walker close to the tower and I can drop something, I can just drop this and it's going to deal more damage. Now I get it, this has a ton of health, but things like Hookmaster, exist. The little crab guys, these scouts, these exist. There's a lot of stuff to deal DPS really fast. So I think he needs a huge boost in attack. The HP is fine. Tanks alright. And 6 is great. You need stuff that costs a lot in this game. So it's not just spam. It's not a ton of 1 and 2 drops. Right now, everybody's playing 1 and 2 drops because the big drops don't do anything. There's no reason to save up if they can't counter it. If this guy can't hold off and tank and actually deal damage when he gets to a building, there's no reason to play him. You're not going to waste 6 on him. If this thing doesn't wipe out the board, you're not going to waste 6 on it. So I hope somebody sees this, because I don't know what they're going to do with the updates, but they definitely need to fix green. I'm going to try to do one for each color. If you like these videos, click like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. I'll also do one for these neutral cards right here, which I think for the most part are great, but if those are your gold standard, then you gotta balance things accordingly. You can't have these fighters be just strictly worse than these neutral cards that anybody can play. Otherwise, there's no reason to play it. Anyway, peace.